The next case is the Steele case. It's our first case dealing with a volunteer firefighter. Mr. Steele died of lung cancer. We prevailed in front of the judge on a Section 108R claim. The appeal board reversed because one of the requirements under Section 301F that a firefighter has to meet if they're a volunteer firefighter is that any volunteer firefighter who makes a claim, that claim shall be based on evidence of direct exposure to a carcinogen referred to in Section 108R, which is the IARC Group 1s, as documented by reports filed pursuant to the Pennsylvania Fire Information Reporting System. As documented by reports, we're going to do a lot of scuffling over what's meant by as documented by reports. In the Steele case, they really didn't have to address it head on because the fact of the matter is that Findlay Township, where he volunteered, didn't participate in Penn First. That's why I agree with the board's decision that there were no Penn First reports to look at. The court, the Commonwealth Court, vacated the board's decision and remanded it back to the workers' comp judge because we had also made other averments, which is, I guess, another good point for anybody doing occupational disease work, that you don't just show up with your one way to win if you have three ways to win. So in this case, we argued 108R, 108O because it's a lung disease, and 301C1 because it's an injury. In the old days, when I started this, and I don't know if he's in here yet, but listening to Mike Mulvey back in 1991, we had to pick. You really don't have to pick anymore. You can make alternate averments and pursue alternate averments with your evidence. The board should have vacated the case and sent it back to the judge. But now that the Commonwealth Court has done that, we think we're in pretty good shape going back to the judge who already found our expert more credible than the defendant's expert. But the bigger issue is going to be these Penn First reports and what we do with them. There's one case that was decided actually by a judge that I respect a whole lot of. I don't know if he's in here, but in a cancer case where a volunteer firefighter produced Penn First reports. And the reports don't list the carcinogens, right? So the judge looked at this language, and when he read, as documented by reports, he was looking for specific carcinogens to be listed in the reports. There's no way for us to meet that burden. We presented the deposition testimony of former Fire Commissioner Ed Mann, and last week I took the deposition of Frank Farry, who wrote the law, to explain that firefighters have never, as in never, tested for carcinogens at an active fire. So because they've never tested for carcinogens at an active fire, they cannot write on a report what carcinogens they were exposed to. So to decide that volunteer firefighters have to document carcinogens on a Penn First report is essentially removing volunteer firefighters from this law. Again, this decision we didn't appeal because we went back to the judge and we think we're going to prevail, but we do have other cases that we're waiting for to flesh out that Penn First issue.